If we must be one Nigeria, let it be one Nigeria. If we cannot be one Nigeria, let us divide. Go on. That's why 90% of our able-minded, talented young men want to travel abroad. Everybody want to go abroad, even if he is a mortician. Now, stress. Nigerians are treated as monkeys. One of the richest oil-producing country in the whole universe.
Let Nigeria not think that by suppressing the Igbo, that they are going forward. Foul. So long as Nigeria suppresses the Igbo, Nigeria will go nowhere. Because
I don't understand. And let's look at it again now. How is it that the people that ravage a community, impose levy on them, that if they don't pay, they will be unalive or they won't see peace, are now classified as bandits, not terrorists? And at the same time, somebody you've not caught with weapons, somebody that has not imposed levy on people, is now spending years in detention, in DSS detention. I don't just know, seriously. Funny enough, it's not even just all about being a Muslim or Islam. The fact is, even if you are a Muslim or not, I am telling, even if you are a Muslim, as long as you are not of the Janjaweed family, I am telling you that means you are not even.
They kept coming and said, don't release him, and here we are. Yeah.
When Namedi Kanu talked about the presence of Fulani Janjaweeds in Nigeria, we thought he was just singing. We thought he was saying something possibly.
So guys, finally, they had Odi Namedi Kanu. The people involved that said Namedi Kanu, must not be released, okay? Even though he's critically here, okay? It has been revealed. The people behind has been revealed. But before I proceed on that, I'll show you just a few videos. Yesterday, Namedi Kanu was in court, okay? He was in court, and one of the things the court said was that he said Namedi Kanu transferred to the hospital. He's still pending until Nigeria Medical Association, complete his medical examination. He's in DSS custody. DSS are aware. For what you read last week, they are the one that sent report to to South Africa and everything to do some examinations and that. They are aware. Now, all the judge could say, just a common letter to go to National Hospital, not to go to overseas like politicians. He said Nigeria Medical Association, they will take time to gather. Take time to come and consult, test on him. Now also take time to come and report back to court and judgment. Lastly, the shocking part of it, the judge also said, the judge also ruled yesterday that there is no evidence of Namedi Kanu, extraordinary rendition, despite 4 previous court rulings confirming it, and despite clear cause, from the UN. Recall that even the former Attorney General under Buhari, and that's it, when Kanu was brought. Now a judge, and there are also 4 ruling before now that confirmed that Namedi Kanu was extraordinary, it was extraordinary rendition you need to bring to Nigeria. Now, yesterday, because our cost has been bastardized, completely shameless, they have the nerves to tell the world that there's no evidence of Namedi Kanu extraordinary rendition, that they did kidnapping from Kenya, and even Kenyan court itself has ruled against that. Can you guys? And these people are expecting Nigeria as a whole and the judiciary to have respect in the sight of the world. How possible is that? How possible? Kenya court has ruled against Nigeria, against who Kenya officials involved. There are 4 previous judgments in Nigeria that confirmed this. And yesterday, because our court has been completely useless under Pablo Escobar and the Wiki, It is what we say, just when they test the president before they will hold any plenary. This is what you can discuss or this and that before you go. What they told them is what they must do. So also they are going to call whatever we want. If you say, we want you to say is what we will say. If you say go to court, go and say there is no evidence, there is no proof that Namedi Kanu is from Abia State, is from so is from Kenya. That is what you must say. Oh, that's what you judgment must pass. If we want you to say there is no proof that Namedi Kanu was given birth by a woman, that a dog that born Namedi Kanu, that is what you must say, even if it doesn't make sense. That is what our court has become under these drug barons and drunkards. That they are now becoming so shameless, losing anything. There's nothing, no iota or no kind of respect. Do you understand?
All right, then, before we go, I would like to ask you this. I see you in court. I see videos of you in court every time Namedi Kanu appears in court. And his case has lingered for too long and so long. Shouldn't we be talking about a political solution now to resolve all of these and probably give closure to the people of the Southeast and maybe peace too?
You know, one thing I find very difficult to understand is why, no matter who is occupying position of power, something is always absent all the time. And that's part of why we are discussing this river said. It's like there's absence of common sense on the corridors of power. I think because there are just too many sycophants in Nigeria. The Kanu situation didn't need to last one day longer than the day Buhari left. Kanu was Buhari's personal prisoner because those people, the Buharis of this world, believe that Nigeria is a real estate that must be held together, it must be united. But you would think that people who claim they have broad minds about what Nigeria is, the diversity of Nigeria, the crisis, is the first person they would have done, the first person they would have let go is Namedi Kanu. Because didn't we let go Sunday Igboho? Have we burned down Yoruba land? Before Buhari left, I was one of the people fighting for Ezaki. The arguments by those who were opposed to his release was that if he comes, he will burn down Kaduna. Ezaki has been out of jail now for how long? He doesn't even have time for Nigeria. He has become an international ambassador for Nigeria. He goes to Lebanon, Iran. I've seen him in Iraq. He has not had time to even rebuild his area base. That shows to you that what of some of the fear mongering that happens on the corridors of power is driven by unreasonableness, and that is why I just want to say, look, eventually they are going to resolve the issue politically. Because the political issue is a self-determination matter. There's no court of law that can resolve Kanu's matter. Even if he's found guilty by their own standards, it's still going to be he's a political prisoner forever.
Some people have also said that there are also some political interests, even from his region, who do not want him to be free.
We know that because I was earlier in, I think 2023, I was part of some conversation to release him. And what came straight was from Imo State, that he can't be released before the election in Imo State, that he will affect them. And after that, everybody kept coming and said, don't release him, and here we are. Yeah.
When Mazi Namedi Kanu talked about the presence of Fulani Janjaweeds in Nigeria, we thought he was just singing. We thought he was saying something possibly born out of the hatred of the Northerners or the Fulanis by the Igbos. But it's now becoming clear, because I am telling you sincerely, it's only the powerful almighty Janjaweeds that can pull this thing that just happened recently in Katsina in regards negotiating with bandits, leaving them with their weapons fully intact, and at the same time even coming to make demands for schools, markets, and the rest of it. That is to say, we're still talking about Ruga Settlement Part 2. That is just it. Sincerely. And I'm telling you, the way it looks now, it seems this Fulani Janjaweeds have Janjaweed clerics, Janjaweed politicians. And funny enough, it's not even just all about being a Muslim or Islam. The fact is, even if you are a Muslim or not, I am telling, even if you are a Muslim, as long as you are not of the Janjaweed family, I am telling you that means you are not even a Muslim. Because the way it looks now, the Janjaweed family actually is all about the radical explanation or definition of Muslim Islam, the way they understand it. I am telling you. And that is why they are able to render havoc on even Muslims themselves. And if you think what we are saying is not true, in the midst of all this kidnapping, tell me Fulanis that have been kidnapped and that they have demanded ransom for. Or tell me how many Fulani communities have been ravaged with these same people. And what is the argument? The argument, the initial reason for these such actions in the first place was based on the fact that they were attacked. A lot of their people were attacked. And I'm telling you, on what basis? On the basis that they enter people's farm and they finish their crops, most especially houses that are known to be predominantly farmers. All of a sudden, and let me tell you another attribute of these Janjaweeds. As far as these Janjaweeds are concerned, I'm telling you at the moment they don't even have a country. When you allow these Janjaweeds to establish their empire in any state, I am telling you, they invite all other Janjaweeds from all parts of the world. Get me wrong. Get me right. I'm not saying that all the Fulanis are bad in nature, but I am telling you that it seems they are Janjaweeds and they are all about an agenda. And the earlier everybody comes to this come to term with this, the better for everybody. And to some certain extent, it may as well look as if the Janjaweeds happen to be even the people keeping this man in detention for long. Because having seen a lot he has said, he seems to be a person that knows so much, which is actually troubling to them. I am telling you, and nothing more. Well, I just hope Nigerians will wake up to this and realize that there are people that are bent on destabilizing this country and ensuring that it doesn't progress and it doesn't grow. All they are all about is establishing their kingdom of radicality that can be spread to the world. That is how it looks at the moment. Help me understand this thing now, please. How is it that somebody that was alleged to be inciting violence is charged with terrorism and has been in DSS custody for years now, not caught with a weapon? And how is it as well that somebody caught with a weapon, with evidence of unaliving people, is now called to a negotiating table, working freely? And some cleric scholars are even advocating for the negotiation. I don't understand. And let's look at it again now. How is it that the people that ravage a community, impose levy on them, that if they don't pay, they will be unalived or they won't see peace, are now classified as bandits, not terrorists? And at the same time, somebody you've not caught with weapons, somebody that has not imposed levy on people, is now spending years in detention, in DSS detention. I don't just know, seriously.